What's up, everybody? I'm Perry Hester with ERA Sellers Buyers here in El Paso, Texas, and the purpose of this video is to educate you about the process of buying a home. So as a realtor, I'm frequently asked questions about what steps does it take, what do I need to have in order before I'm actually able to purchase and close on a home. So in today's video, I'm going to take you through those steps and hopefully get you that education that you may not have, or maybe you haven't bought a home in 10, 15, 20 years. I'm going to update you on the process. So follow me to our board and we'll get underway. So before a contract is ever drawn up, okay, there are certain things you need to keep in mind. First things first, your financing. Where is the money going to come from? How are you going to pay for this home? Now, do you intend to pay in cash, or most likely you're going to take out a loan? Okay, so you need to have that lined up, have a down payment in mind, and you need to find yourself a mortgage representative like our partner, New American Funding, or there's another wonderful outfit out of Austin, Legacy Mutual. Josh Brown's team there is outstanding. So once you've got your financing in order, you know who you're going to work with, you have an idea of your down payment, your financial profile, your mortgage rep is going to guide you through that portion. Next, you need to identify a realtor who is going to help you and guide you through this process. So as an example, I work with a team that's coming up on $200 million in career sales. The firm I work for, ERA Sellers Buyers, we are the #1 residential firm in El Paso, and we have been for a decade now. So that may be the type of outfit you want to represent you in a transaction like this, especially if it's your first home ever. So once you've got your money right, you've got your realtor right, you can now start to begin this process, okay? So this happens all before the contract is ever drawn up or discussed, okay? So now, talking about the contract, how much do you intend to offer for the property? It doesn't necessarily have to be the list price, what the asking price is for the home, but you need to have a price in mind, and of course your realtor will guide you through that, giving you comparables, sales that have happened in the area, so you can get a better idea of what you should actually offer for a given home. Next, the closing date. Anticipate 30 to 45 days to closing. From the date that a contract is accepted and executed to the closing date, anticipate 30 to 45 days. Could be a little more, could be a little less, could be way less if you're paying in cash, but in general, anticipate that timeline. Now, title company. This is negotiable, okay? This can be chosen by the buyer, it can be chosen by the seller, but this is negotiable. But on the contract, you need to have a title company on there who's going to handle the title work, the title commitment, the title documents. They're going to do the title search and essentially verify the chain of ownership of a given property. Next, the option period. This is completely negotiable, okay? But it's extremely important that you pay attention to this. The option period is the period of time after the contract is executed where you have the option to withdraw with really no financial penalty to you, okay? The earnest money over here gets deposited with the title company, okay? And that is a negotiable amount of money. That money essentially says, I intend to purchase a home, I'm serious about purchasing the home, I'm gonna put a small amount up front with the title company. This amount comes back to you at closing, unless of course you withdraw during the option period. That money gets returned to you from the title company. Okay, so really no financial penalty if you withdraw during the option period. Next, closing costs. Okay, again, this is negotiable. No seller is under an obligation to provide you with closing costs right off the bat. Okay, you have to ask for it, you have to negotiate it, and so this is usually a portion of the sale price, maybe 1, 2, 3% of the sale price we generally ask for our buyers, for the seller to contribute to their closing costs, because there are several $1,000s worth of work that the title company does and that gets factored into the closing costs. So this is negotiable, very important to keep in mind. This is beyond and separate from your down payment, for example, okay? Next, home warranty. You want to insist on home warranty, okay? So whether you're buying a brand new home or you're buying a resale home, brand new homes, generally they're gonna come with a warranty from the builder, okay? 2-10 warranty is standard generally with most new home builders, okay? Resale, you want the seller to pay for your home warranty, okay? So that helps protect both sides in the event of a breakdown or a malfunction of a major system or an appliance. That's where your home warranty comes in and covers you. And then of course, you want to have your insurance lined up as well. Okay, so contract has been written up and it's been sent out to the other agent, the listing agent, okay? So now the negotiation begins, all right? So this process could take a couple hours, it could take 7 days or more, okay? But just be aware there's going to be some negotiation time going by while both sides are working on behalf of their clients, okay? So the listing agent and the buyer's agent are going back and forth, okay? So once the contract has been accepted, once all the terms have been agreed on, it's called executed or accepted, okay? And so once that happens, you're on a timeline, you're on this deadline, okay? So option fee, okay? That's a small personal check to the seller. That is the option for you to withdraw from the contract without losing your earnest money, okay? Now, so this small personal check goes to the seller. That gives you, again, it's negotiable, usually about 7 to 14 days to get the home inspected, submit any amendments that you want for repairs or things of that nature, and if you're not satisfied with it, you can withdraw and get your earnest money back. Now, this earnest money, again, negotiable, usually in the $500 to $1,000 range, is going to the title company, okay? The title company holds it in escrow, okay? They just put it aside and they give you credit for it at closing if the transaction does go all the way to closing, if both parties decide to go forward. So at closing, you'll get credit for your earnest money and your option fee, okay? So now, inspection needs to take place very quickly, okay? So during this option period, it's crucial that you get your inspection done, okay? So repairs that need to be done and that you want to be done, this is the time to ask for those, okay? So your realtor will draw up an amendment and say, hey, Mr. Seller, Mrs. Seller, please do these items per the inspection report that we attach with that amendment or with that document, okay? This is the time to do it. The option period is crucial if it is written into the contract, okay? So now, once your timeline is moving forward, okay, all these wheels are in motion. The title company is doing their title work. It's their job to verify the chain of ownership going back in time of a given property up till this current transaction, okay? So that's what they're working on during these 30 to 45 days of the transaction. Next, okay, this is another negotiation opportunity here, okay, potentially, all right, appraisal. So your lender, your bank, your financial institution is going to send an appraiser out to a property. It's their job to verify the value of the home, okay, not just the condition of the home, which the inspector really focuses on, but the actual value of the home, okay? So their job is to see really whether it lines up with the price that's on the contract that both parties have agreed to. If it comes in a little bit lower, you have the opportunity to send an amendment or a document to the sellers and say, hey, I would like a price reduction. Or if it lines up fine, but the lender has some repairs that they want done before they will fund the loan, these are called lender required repairs. This is the opportunity to ask for that or to negotiate that again, okay? So again, you really have 3 opportunities to negotiate at the very beginning, once you're under contract and after inspection, and after the appraisal comes back, okay? So next, we're going into closing, all right? We're going towards the finish line. So closing disclosures are sent out 3 business days prior to closing, okay? This is a newer regulation that was enacted after the recession of 2008, Truth in Lending Act. Read up on it. And so title companies draw up the closing statement of all the credits and all the money due to both sides, to and from both sides of a transaction. So what the buyer has been credited with or needs to contribute, and what the seller has been credited with or needs to provide at closing, okay? So all of that is broken down in the extended spreadsheet that's essentially known as the closing disclosures, okay? So now, closing disclosures have been sent out. Everyone is gearing up for closing. You're ready to make it happen now, okay? So you're going to go to the title company. The buyer and seller close separately, okay? So seller is going to close with their listing agent separate from the buyer and their buyer's agent, okay? You do not own a property. This is very important. You do not own a property officially until all the documents have been signed. The lender sends the package, your whole loan package, to this title company. Those documents need to be signed, verified, received, and funds need to be transferred over as well, okay? So you are not the owner of a property until it has closed, the documents have been signed and verified, and the money has funded. It has changed hands from the financial institution to the seller, for example, okay? So, very important to keep this in mind. This is the whole process. Again, it takes about 30 to 45 days. Thank you for watching this video. I'm Perry Hester with ERA Sellers Buyers. Have a great day. Hit me with any comments or DMs if you have any questions at all. Thank you.